Okay.
Hello and welcome back to the Reseller Stories podcast. This week we have Mike Yinzer from Yinzerpickers, I believe, and I'm gracious that he come on board. He just hit 700 subscribers on YouTube, was it? And
Yeah, I think we hit 725 today. So
oh wow, congratulations on that.
crazy. Yeah,
Um,
thank you.
well, welcome aboard, and if you don't mind, just kind of introduce yourself and mainly where you sell, what platforms you sell on, and how you got started, if you don't mind.
Okay. So I'm Mike with Yinzerpicker. It's usually me, my wife, and the kids. We sell mostly on eBay, probably 99% of the time. Another 1% between Poshmark and Facebook Marketplace. We just started with Poshmark because we started with some thread up mystery boxes with women's clothing. Well, I'm not a woman. I don't know women's clothing, so supposedly Poshmark is the place to do it, and so far it seems to be okay. But we're we're based right outside of Western Pittsburgh, so it's been a good time.
Yeah. I've tried to sell on Poshmark myself. I just never been able to gain traction with it.
No, it's tough. I mean, we have about 20 things listed on there right now, mostly the clothes and the shoes from the mystery boxes. We just sold a North Face jacket, but we have interest in all the stuff. But it's just, I feel that Poshmark has a different clientele almost. Like they're buying more higher end
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
I
agree with
still,
that.
I'm not sure. We might get away from the women's clothing after this. Because my wife is focusing more on the Poshmark side of it while I'm doing the whole eBay thing. Because we have been, I mean, I've been selling on eBay under this name. Well, we kind of just changed this name, but we've been on this account for 12 years.
Really. Wow.
So, and we used to sell on another account, which we totally forgot the username and stuff, but we used to sell back whenever they did money orders and checks.
Oh wow.
So eBay
Wow.
for me is just like just another thing, and it's still a hobby because we are technically part time with full time hours, but I just feel that if I went full time, it wouldn't be fun anymore.
Yeah.
Because as of right now, I don't have to worry about eBay paying my bills.
Yeah.
The eBay is just, hey, let's take the kids on a vacation, or hey, if I want to buy something, it's just all extra money, really.
Hmm. Yeah, that's when we started. We called it our concert money. That's what we like to do is on our
Oh,
free times is go to concerts. And man, we would just a concert pop up was buying our tickets, and that's what eBay did for us there for a while.
yeah, concert tickets aren't cheap, so I mean,
Absolutely, yeah.
they start to add up after a while.
Uh-huh. Um, so you said you got a mystery box. Is that something you've done for a while, or are you just now getting into that, or
We just started kind of getting into it. We did some Amazon mystery boxes, which are more or less a flop. We're probably going to make our money back, which we'll be lucky. But we did some thread up mystery boxes where they basically, I think what they do is they take the stuff that was sent to them that they cannot sell. It just doesn't sell, and then they pack it in there. So you can get, say, 25 pieces of women's clothing, random sizes, random clothing for, I think it was $60 shipped.
mm,
So you're into it for like $4 an item,
yeah,
something like that. In the shoes we did, we got 10 pairs of shoes for $60. So $6 a pair. Well, a lot of people told us that we've done really well on these. So, I mean, there was a pair of boots. One of the first pairs of boots we pulled out sells for almost $200. So
wow,
right there. But we've also seen some dud boxes where you're never going to come close to making your $60 back.
yeah,
It's just that whole mystery game where, and that got told my wife. I spent more money on worse things, so I'm more that gambler. So
hmm,
I'll be the one to take the chance.
yeah. That's I've started looking into online storage auctions. You know, just not going to the facility, just bid on them online. And I've won three so far, and two of them has turned out to be okay. One of them was real great. Now I thought it was going to be a dud. It had like
Okay.
I had like three totes, and a couple of bags, but it turned out it had a bunch of like Post Malone clothes in it and like work clothes and stuff like that, the Carhartt. So it and some Halloween decorations. So it did good
Uh,
for me. This last
yeah,
one I just got, I salvaged 4 bottles of used perfume. You know, they were used, about half bottles in a margarita glass, and that was about all I could get out of that one. So I understand the gambling.
yeah, we've looked into. I've looked online to do some of the storage unit auctions, but they just. I haven't been ready to make that jump yet. Just,
Yeah,
I mean, I'm ready to make that gamble. I just haven't found one that I'm ready to pull that trigger on yet.
yeah. Hmm.
Especially with us being part time, it's to find time to go clean out a storage locker right now. It's just a little bit like with 3 kids around, both of us working. It's just and
Yeah,
most of the storage units we see are packed. So
yeah,
unless I guess you work a deal out with the storage unit to kind of store it there for an extra month, maybe pay the storage fees, but then
yeah,
you're accruing more
yeah,
costs on top.
yeah.
So
You're right about that. That's for sure. But yeah, that's where. So I work at swing shift, so I have time off, quite a bit during the week, so I can usually knock it out in the 72 hours, which is the usual amount of time that I see
yeah,
that you can get one. And so my wife doesn't work, so it's good. And you're right. So far I haven't gone for the like really pack
mm,
units for that reason. But
yeah. And plus, we don't have the area to store anything
yeah,
like bigger items you might find in a storage unit. I we looked into doing oh man, I'm drawing a blank on it. Like a almost like one of those antique stores, just to
yeah,
buy rent a spot.
yeah,
But
the
a lot of
booths.
places around here, their prices are outrageous,
Yeah.
and I'm like, there's just no way that I could just see myself doing that because it's just going to cost us too much.
I know that's one thing me and my wife's been talking about. We've there's a few of them around here that are really really good. Have a lot of traffic in them, but it's like you say, they're in there looking at everybody's stuff, and you're paying $100 a month, $150 a month plus 10%, 15% in some cases, and it's like I just don't see how people make money doing those things. Now I may be
Correct.
wrong. People must be making money doing them because they're all over the place. But I'm too
Yep.
scared of it right now.
And plus, a lot of those places too, you're putting the same items in there that everybody else is.
Yeah.
So, and if
Hmm.
they get their item cheaper, they're pricing their item cheaper. So, whose item are they going to go to when they want to buy it? They're going to go to the other person because you have to still make money though.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right about that. We've even looked at. I mean, it would cost more per month to do it, but even opening up our own little store, if we could
Yeah.
find a storefront somewhere that wasn't, that didn't break the bank doing that. I mean, it would cost more, but it would be better because you it's all your money. You're not paying
Correct.
somebody else to get rich, basically. But so I noticed on a couple of your videos that y'all just got back from a pretty good vacation. Would you like to talk about that? Was you able to source
Sure.
there, or was that all a family thing?
So we went to Gettysburg, and it was actually my wife's been there multiple times, and we went there before also. But last year during when the pandemic hit, we were supposed to go to the beach,
Mm,
but since we canceled the vacation, we went to Gettysburg last year because we thought, hey, where else can you social distance at? And Gettysburg's huge, so we decided to go there last year, and we stayed at a cabin at a KOA campground.
mm,
It was perfect because it had our own bathroom, had a kitchen, so we didn't have to worry about using the bathhouse, and it was super clean. So we went back this year, and I told everybody, I said, look, I looked up some thrift stores out there, and we were there for like 3.5 days. We hit 2 thrift stores. We hit the one twice, and the one wasn't so great. They really were charging eBay prices, but the other one all the money benefited the hospital there. So they priced items to sell, and it was
yeah,
perfect. And we came home with some stuff, but the problem was our car was already packed because we were going to a family reunion after that. So we had to be very careful what we bought to make it
yeah.
fit. And even on our way to the family reunion, which I think the video comes out next couple of days, we found this in the middle of nowhere. It was in the middle of the mountains. We had no cell phone service. I couldn't even check comps on anything. And it was, I found a Guitar Hero guitar for $3. It's still in the box.
Wow.
So, but I had to find room to fit it in the car, and like my kids were holding it in the back because there was no room whatsoever. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
it was a good vacation. And it was fun thrifting somewhere else other than what you're normally used to.
Yeah.
And we found some good stuff that I think we'll make some money on. So,
Yeah. That's good. We always try to go when we go. We'll either go down to the Gulf Shores or Panama City down in Florida, or we'll go to Gatlinburg, and
okay.
we're always on the way up there and on the way back, stopping and hitting up these little stores. So it's fun to, even when you're on vacation, to still hit these stores and see what you can
Yeah,
find.
because you're hitting different places that you're like you don't see all the time. So you might find something totally different in a different area that you're normally used to. Like, I mean, we just find I feel we find the same stuff here over and over again.
Yeah.
So going out in the middle of the mountains, people, I mean, it's just different. I mean, everywhere's different. Stuff that we find here compared to people in California, Florida, it's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah. You're right about that. That's for sure. And so you was talking about your videos. You and your family put out a ton of videos, a
Yeah.
lot of live streams, a lot of shorts on that's new to YouTube. And I love it. I just wonder sometimes, how do you have time to do all that? Like you say, you work full time and do the
My
eBay and
trick
stuff.
is, so I think we started, and we just looked it up. We started 6 months ago, and we were doing, at that point, we had no idea what we were doing. It was just,
Yeah.
okay, upload a video, do this, do that. So there was 1 month where we uploaded a video every single day.
Wow.
And my thing is, like, if we go to, say, 6 yard sales in one day, I can break that out into like 3 videos.
Hmm.
Basically it'll be three shorter videos instead of one longer video.
Yeah.
So it helps me because of us being part time, it helps us able to put out more videos instead of us trying to scramble during the week like, hey, I need a video. Because we like to upload, so we got on the habit now. All of our videos go out Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And with an occasional what sold video, or like you said, we have the live streams now. We have 2 live stream shows at least, with sometimes we do a pop-up live, or we'll just
Yeah.
for the fun of it. And
Yeah.
we did one Saturday morning. We did one Saturday afternoon. We did a 3 hour live stream. Just it was kind of behind the scenes. I was sitting here. My wife had her computer out there doing Poshmark stuff, and we were just cleaning and listing on
Yeah.
eBay and chatting. And it was kind of cool, and we got really good feedback from it because people were saying, well, we normally see like the haul side of it or the thrifting side. We never see what actually goes on behind the scenes. And I
Yeah.
thought, well, that's kind of true. You usually just see the good stuff, not how hard
Yeah.
it is to actually list it. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's sometimes my mind is racing. Just like, oh, wait, do I got a video going up today? Do I got it at the right time? Do I got it like it's
Yeah.
craziness?
Yeah. That's one thing we were talking about today. Today was a post day, and cleaning, posting, researching. You know something might be worth value, but you still need to look it up a little bit more, see what it's worth. It is a grind. I mean, it's kind of doing it a disservice to call it part time, no matter how part time you are, because it's really a full time job, no matter what you do.
And,
If you're reselling,
yeah, and somebody brought that up and actually our guest last night was Rachel Strickland, and she brought that up about the full time part time thing. And like you can say you're part time, but if you're putting in full time hours, you're
yeah,
full time.
yeah,
Which
right,
I mean, when I come home from work, the kids go to bed. I'm down here till 11 o'clock at night, just either listing or replying to comments on YouTube or editing videos. And
yeah,
that's why I like, because I just looked, we have our videos, I think we have videos up until scheduled up until like next Thursday.
not
So I'm
really.
okay, but I have videos that need to edit, and I know I have to do it before so long. So
Have you ran into any problems filming yard sales where the people putting on yard sales telling you, man, don't do that here, or ask you what you're doing, or anything like
not
that?
not at the yard sales. Our thrift stores around us don't like us filming because people have complained that their faces are on camera.
Yeah.
So I've been doing a lot of haul videos. We just had a community sale we did this past weekend. I didn't film it all because I knew where the place was. There was a lot of athletes and celebrities that lived in this plan.
Hmm.
So to me, I was like, I don't want to show where these people live,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I left the camera at home. Now I could have probably had some really good footage, but it's not worth it to me. Like,
Yeah.
and a lot of people have told me they like to see the haul videos. So yeah, it's just the yard sales. I don't think the yard sales anybody's really said anything except for, hey, do you have a YouTube channel? And then they subscribe to me right then and there.
Really.
So
Wow.
so it's worked out that way.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Another thing I like about your channel is you do more than haul videos and selling videos. I watched a video where you ate a very hot potato chip, you and your wife.
Yeah.
Would you kind of like to talk about that for a little bit?
Yeah, I did. We did that a week ago Sunday, and I think I'm still feeling the effects of it. It was the Pocky One Chip Challenge. It done it the past 4 or 5 years, I think it's been, and each year gets hotter and hotter. It started out with just the Reaper pepper, and now every year they added another pepper to it. So
Really?
this year was the Reaper pepper and the Scorpion pepper,
Mm.
and my teeth were on fire. Like my wife said, my ears were sweating. So did it around lunchtime. About 5 hours later, I got this pain in my stomach. My stomach was on fire after that.
Mm.
So I went to bed like 8:30. I couldn't even like focus on anything. And it was at least a couple days afterwards. I still just felt like garbage. It was the
Wow.
worst. But hey, it made good content. So
Yeah.
and I've done the chip every year, and I keep thinking to myself, there's no way they can make it hotter, and they do.
They do. Yeah.
They do. And the problem is, like this year, I will say this year it actually tasted okay. The years prior, it tasted disgusting, but this year it tasted okay. But as soon as like I don't know, it's like a couple seconds later, my mouth just it was like intense. It was just intense.
So the milk,
You'll have to go watch it. If you go to our channel, it was the Pocky One Chip Challenge. So
yeah,
it was
it was a great video. Yeah, y'all go check it out. Did
yeah.
the milk just milk didn't help at all?
Well, the milk helped if I just let it sit in my mouth. It calmed it
Mm.
down, but as soon as
Yeah.
you
So
swallowed,
yeah, it was over
happened
with.
like nothing even happened. The water was semi okay, but I think eating some other chips helped. Nothing really helped, but it just calmed it down some.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was it was brutal, and I
I've
watched a guy eat 12 of them online. I don't
yeah.
know how he did it
I
because
don't understand.
I like hot stuff, but that was just too much. Like I
Yeah.
couldn't even enjoy it.
I like a little hot, but not like that. And I swore up and down I was going to try one time, just do it one time just to see. I just can't ever bring myself to do it. I
I have
chicken out every
to,
time.
I have the link to it in my descriptions, and I know a couple of our subscribers have bought them already. So
Mm.
it's a different level of hot. I
Yeah.
but I know some people that can handle them that are like, and a buddy of mine did it this year, and he said it wasn't as hot as last year's.
Really?
But
Wow.
I thought it was as hot as I thought it was hotter.
Yeah.
So I guess it's all. I guess it all depends on the person.
Yeah. 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 My wife won't be able to handle any of it. I mean, just looking at it, her mouth will probably get on fire, but
It
I could do a
smelled like
little bit. It smelled
it
hot. Oh yeah.
smelled nasty, and at that point I thought to myself, why am I doing this? And then I thought it's going to make great content,
Yeah.
but I should be able to. And I couldn't. The challenge is supposed to be you're supposed to go 5 minutes without eating or drinking.
Mm.
I don't even think I made it 30 seconds because it was like, no, something's not right here. You just got to stop fast. And then I swallowed it, and I think what happened was I was this year had like the powder. It was like an oily powder. Well, it got stuck on my tooth, and then once I moved that, I
All
was
over
done.
again. Yeah.
Then I swallowed it, and I'm like, that was probably the worst idea ever because it's got to come out too.
Yeah. Well,
So
yeah.
my stomach hurt for my and yeah, my stomach still hurts.
How did your
So
wife handle it? She ate one too, right?
yeah, she didn't eat as much. uh, but it definitely started hitting her after we turned the camera off. Like I don't know what, and she was like, yeah, it just all of a sudden just came on, and
Yeah,
so
everybody, y'all
and
go
she,
check out that video. It was
yeah,
awesome. It's funny. I love watching those.
it'll make you laugh because, and
Mhm.
honestly, after we did it, I edited it, and I was laughing so hard I was crying when I was editing it. And I was like, this is great. I was like, this has to go up today. I was like, I can't even wait to upload it. So
Yeah,
we uploaded it. We still laugh at it.
yeah, yeah. It's a
That's why
great
we're doing
video.
the videos. We're doing the videos for, I mean, for us to look back on and watch, but we're also doing it for people to enjoy and just
Yeah,
something to watch. And that
yeah,
was one of them.
yeah. That's
Now,
that's
granted, a lot of our videos that we do that are non-thrifting don't really get the views or whatnot. But we did one where we went another trip we did, and it didn't do that great. But the kids can look back on it and watch it,
yeah,
so
yeah.
that's all that matters.
That's what I was thinking about. You have three girls and various ages, and man, 5, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, you'll be able to look back on that, and it's just
Yeah.
memories. All you're doing is making memories with them.
They're the ones that got us to start this whole channel. Well, during the pandemic, they were like, because first I never knew that people watch people thrift,
Yeah,
and it was just like, really? I'm like, I could have started this 12 years ago
yeah,
because I've been doing this for so long, and so we started it, and it was just, yeah, it's been a crazy journey, and to think like we thought, oh, we're gonna have like 5 subs, it's gonna be us,
yeah.
and to watch it just keep growing and growing, where it's amazing, and
Hmm.
we ran into a couple people outside at like at the post office or yard sales. We've been recognized, and it's just still shocking to me that people watch our videos. But
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, it's I'm like you. I never would have thought people would want to watch sourcing videos, haul videos, none of that till I got to looking at them, and I started thinking about doing them myself, and that's what got this podcast going.
yeah,
And I found out quick that people wanted to tell their own stories, so that way, that's when I decided to jump on Zoom, and it looks like I'm going to have to work on the StreamYard thing a little bit, but I'm enjoying this. I'm meeting people, and for somebody who's just starting out doing this part of it, I started my eBay account in 2013, but it was like super part time up to the last year or so. But I'm enjoying meeting people and getting to know people all across the country, and it's fun, man. I really
yeah,
enjoy this part of it.
and if you do the StreamYard way, you can still, I mean, you can link your YouTube channel to it, and then
Hmm.
you can just whenever you're in StreamYard, you click go live, and it will actually start broadcasting live on your YouTube channel
Yeah.
under the
Hmm.
under with the free account. Now with the free account, you only get 20. I think it's 20 hours streaming a month.
Hmm.
So now we started out with the free one, but now we're doing at least two lives a week plus a pop up. Usually our lives we were trying to keep them to an hour, but like last night we went almost 2 hours chatting. So
Yeah.
and it's like and we enjoy doing the whole live stream because we feel that we communicate with our subscribers that way. Instead of
Yeah.
them just commenting on a video, we can actually chat with them like they're
Chat with
almost
them. Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That
that's
makes
all we
sense.
kind of,
That makes a lot of sense because I was wondering. So, like me and you are on here now. If we went live, we're trying to talk to other people while we're trying to talk to each other. I was just wondering how that was, if that would be a distraction for like me and you. But I see what you're saying now. That's a real
yeah,
good
if you
thing to.
actually, yeah, if you go check out our live that we did last night, like when you're in StreamYard, you can highlight a chat and it'll pop it up on the screen.
Mhm.
So you can pick what you want to like talk about if you really wanted to do it that way.
Yeah.
StreamYard is really nice. I mean, the pay version has different features, but honestly, the free version is not bad at all. I
Yeah.
mean, 20 hours a month is a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
That
is.
is a lot. Yeah, I don't know why it didn't pop up while ago. So I don't know. I have to go back and check that out. But
Yeah.
that's neither here nor there right now. But
Yep.
I know you're busy. I know you're a busy fellow working full time and doing this full time. So I won't keep you too much longer. We're at the part of
Uh-huh.
the show where I like to ask, you've been doing this for a while, and do you have any kind of crazy or weird, funny, kind of out of the way stories that while you're outsourcing or dealing with customers that you would like to share with us?
Yeah, I actually have a really good one. It just happened just recently. I was at a Goodwill, and this this lady was kind of in front of me in this aisle, and I picked up. It was one of those old, I think it was like a beer stein with like that metal lid on top. It's like the
Mhm.
flop lid,
Yeah.
and she was looking at something. I looked at this beer stein, and so I went to go put it back, and the metal lid like closed, and it was kind of loud. Well, I don't think she ever knew I was behind her. I seriously thought this lady was about to have a heart attack standing in this aisle. And like she looked at me white faced and just stared at me for like 2 minutes and wouldn't say a word. And I kind of stared at her like, well, like, do I say I'm sorry? I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And then finally I was like, I'm sorry. And she never flinched. And I kind of was like, okay. So I just walked around and went to the next aisle because I was like, I don't even know what to do here.
Yeah. That's
But that's
funny.
probably the craziest one we've had. Like, really, with any of our customers, we really haven't had any weird stuff.
Yeah.
I guess we've
Yeah.
been lucky.
I bet she's still standing there not knowing what happened.
She probably is because it was. I really wish I didn't have my camera with me. I wasn't filming. I was like, that would have been it. I was like, that would have been our viral video. Just
Yeah.
that. That would have put that. Been we done. But yeah, I don't. She probably still standing there wondering what that was.
I had something very similar to that happened to me yesterday. We went to Nashville thrifting, and this the guy that worked there was stocking the shelves, and he was stocking a glass bowl, just a regular glass bowl, and he's standing right beside me doing it, and he put it on the shelf, and it dropped and hit the ground and bust and shattered right there. And I froze like that, and I didn't know I didn't know what was going on. My wife turned around and looked at me like I knocked the stuff off, but I didn't. It wasn't me, so I know exactly how she felt.
Yeah. Yeah, luckily I didn't break anything, but I'm sitting there thinking like she would have like dropped, like then what? Like your mind starts thinking the worst, and then I'm like, I seriously thought she was going to like flip out, but
Yeah,
I think she's more shocked than anything.
yeah. She kind of went in a mild shock or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, I don't think she was ready for that.
Well, man, I guess we'll go ahead and get off here. I just want to let you know I appreciate you working with me. I appreciate you
No
coming
problem.
on. I'm happy for you. Your subscribers are jumping up. You're itching. You're knocking on 800 right now, and
Getting it,
hopefully
yes.
get 1,000 for a few months. And man, somebody that's been at it a little longer than me. I do appreciate you coming on and giving a new fella some time to shine a
No
little
problem.
bit. And
No, I appreciate you asking me to come on, and it was fun.
I appreciate it. And with that, if there's nothing else you would like to share, would you like to shout out your store, your YouTube channel, which I'll put it on in the description anyway. But if you want to shout out anything, let me know. You can go ahead and do it now.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Go check out our channel. We post videos every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And we also have a live, usually on Saturdays and Mondays, with an occasional pop up where we'll chat, answer questions, anything you have, because we are here to help. I mean, if anybody has any questions, feel free to reach out to us. We're always willing to help. I mean, this is a huge, the reselling community is great. And honestly, we wouldn't be where we're at if it wasn't for everybody else. So we try to give back also.
I can attest to that with you guys because I've sent you messages and we've talked for a month and a half now, and you've always answered anything that I've had, and I do appreciate it. But I'll link everything
No problem.
in the description, and with that, we are out.